Yes, boys, another week, another Centre Circle podcast. Isaac, Key, what's happening?
Good, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, all good.
All good, all good, all good. We are getting to squeaky bum time of the season, isn't it? 1 week, Arsenal have bottled it.
I don't think it's
Next
squeaky
week.
yet.
It's 8 games to go.
So last week when we was here, the gap was 4 points. Now it's 7 points.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I think the main thing is that it's now swung back, right? So now it's back in Arsenal's hands, especially if they get a result at City. Whatever result they get at City, then whatever. Saying that though, we are getting to the point of the season where you can pretty much now tell who's been a decent signing or not, who's in the running for, player of the season, etc. If you're not in the running now, you're not gonna put yourself in it in the next 8 games. So
You'd have to do something pretty monumental, right?
Yeah, and I think even if you scored 2 goals every game for the rest of the season, you get a clap. You get a round of applause at the dinner, but you're not getting nominated. You know them ones. So,
all right,
I want player of the season. Go on.
That's a good question because I saw a stat yesterday saying how Saka's got 16 GA for the season. Salah's got 17 GA in a terrible season. Mm-hmm. But if Salah was to, let's say, go on a run and get that up to 30 GA in the next 9 games, is he not in the conversation for player of the year, considering the rest of the year has been poor?
No, because it takes more than a quarter of a season to be player of the year.
It depends. If, let's say, that coincided with, or that was a driving force to Liverpool now doing something or winning something, you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if he was like, he made the shortlist.
Yeah.
After especially the season you guys have had, if he just starts scoring really important goals or a large number of goals and you win FA Cup or, it's the surge that gets you to 3rd, if that's still mathematically possible, then it wouldn't surprise me, but he ain't winning it. He could score a hat-trick every week, he ain't winning it. He ain't winning it.
So who's your, seeing as we're on the topic, who's your player of the season?
For me, so far, I'd have to say Gabriel. Mahalis. Please,
Why am I not
Portuguese
surprised?
speakers, let me know if I've said that right.
Why am I not surprised?
But to be honest, most Arsenal fans are going Declan Rice, but I think it'd have to be Gabriel.
I don't understand. Don't get me wrong. You know me. I like Declan Rice. I'm a big fan of his as a player. Generally speaking, I always championed him and pushed him when he was at West Ham. But I don't see what Arsenal fans are seeing in him this season to be calling him player of the season. I think there are other midfielders. If you take the fact that Arsenal as a unit have been playing well and they suffocate things, they dominate games, so generally he will, as a midfielder, look quite good. What does he do that stands out, that makes him stand out?
For me, with the Rice thing, and I think Rice is an exceptional player, with Arsenal fans and Rice, I think it's because he's so far above the other 2 that he's playing with. That's why he's standing out more.
Not the people he's playing against every week?
No, that comes into a factor as well. But I think because you've got Odegaard and Eze who've been relatively inconsistent in their positions. Zubimendi's come in, he's done well, got the odd goal, etc., but hasn't been exceptional. He's had a very good start to his life at Arsenal. But I think with Rice, he does the little bit extra that you want to see in your midfield. And I think that's why, to Isaac's point, why he's been touted as Arsenal's player of the season.
Yeah, but I think to Isaac's point about player of the season overall, I think it's a combination of things. I think Arsenal fans finally feel like we're actually going to win something. So whoever was playing consistent in our team was always going to get a little 20% bump. Yeah. But I do think that, I think if Gabriel or Rice win it, I'm not fussed. It's just that for me personally, I think it should be Gabriel should be recognised. I think Rice, availability, consistency, the way he plays his game. I think last season he wasn't contributing enough attacking wise. I think he's done that this season. He's our best set piece taker, I would argue. You know, he's a massive driving force in our transition. There's just so many things that I think lean into his favour. Where we are adds to the extra seasoning that people are putting on top of it. But I think he's worthy of the praise. I think when the team has done so well, top of the league, top of the Champions League, etc., a midfielder like him will always, you know, and when we haven't got a striker banging in 30 goals or 40 goals, the next person that's consistently affecting the games will do that. Raya as well. No one's really talking about him because he likes to make an odd goofy mistake here or there. But Raya as well this season statistically has been mental. You haven't said your player of the season.
No, I was asking Keith. I asked you, then I was going to ask Keith, then I was going to say
Come
mine.
on.
Yeah. No, we can get last, but let's hope he did special. You know what I mean? If he wants to go last, he's like doing a big fanfare about it. I agree. I think Gabriel's been Arsenal's best player this season. For me, my player of the season would be Antoine Semenyo. And I know 2/3 of this podcast don't agree with me, but I don't care what they have to say. It's my choice.
All right. Sorry, tough guy. I don't understand. What's going on?
No, for me, I think Semenyo has shown the consistency that he showed at the back end of last season. So went into this season with Bournemouth, scoring goals, getting a couple assists, showing that he could make the step up from Bournemouth to a team challenging for trophies, essentially. And before the January transfer window, there were rumours about him going to Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United, like all the big clubs essentially, which is a big indictment in itself. And then it transpired that Manchester City pulled the trigger and signed him, 65 million. And now it's a case of, can he make the step up? Everyone's saying they think he's ready. Can he make the step up? He's gone to Manchester City and he's essentially become one of their top 3 or 4 important players since he's arrived there.
It wasn't hard to show
I
them.
agree. I don't think it was hard.
Whether it's hard or not, he's still gone and done it.
Yeah, fair.
And that's
Yeah, agreed.
That's
But
something
the
that-
bar is
you
lower,
still
is what
have
I'm
to do
saying.
it.
and
Yeah,
you
but
still
the
have
bar
to
is
do
lower,
it.
is what I'm
And
Yeah.
the players who are there, he looks very comfortable around them. And yeah, I think the continuation from the performances from Bournemouth into Manchester City, if Manchester City do well towards the back end of the season, I think he will be a driving factor. So that's why Anton Semenyo is my player of the season.
See, if you said signing of the season, I'm with you. He's a strong contender for signing of the season. Player of the season, I'm not sure.
For me, before I say who I think is my player of the season, Elliot Anderson's having a much better season than Declan Rice, by the way.
I don't know. I don't think he's played well for like 2 months.
The stats, we all talk about stats, the numbers and the stats are there.
I mean, if you watch Forest, he hasn't played well for a while. Great player, amazing player. I think he's the next one to get a decent move. Might be City again. But yeah, fair enough. Go on.
This is going to sound mad as a Liverpool fan. This is going to sound mad, but we all
Wait.
like the credit.
Wait.
Credit
Can we guess? Who do you think he's going to say?
We know who you're going to say.
I've forgotten. Who do you think?
It's going to be Bruno.
Oh yeah, of course.
Bruno Fernandes.
Of course. I mean, out of them two, out of Bruno Semenyo, Bruno gets my voice. And for me to vote for anything for Bruno, it's got to be serious. Because
Flying.
The mic is yours.
Absolutely flying. Mate, he literally has been their talisman, their playmaker, their capo. He has been everything they've needed him to be. The problem for him was that he was under Scammering and his terrorist regime. No, but we will. And even then, he was still delivering. Right? Everyone and their grandma could see he was not a 2. He's not a midfielder that plays in a 2. He's not a pivot.
Yeah, fair.
That's not his style. But Amorim, for whatever reason, wanted to force it. We've now seen Carrick come in and push him further up the field, and he's producing again. With the last time we saw a Fernandes that played with this kind of freedom, Pogba and Fernandes, when they were linking up in that midfield. Now, I'm not saying Kobe Menu's going to be Pogba, but I would like to see that kind of connection. I would hope to see, especially as a United fan. Well, if I was a United fan, I would hope for that connection too. But I still think what lets them down is Casemiro's legs. He doesn't have the legs to be that clean-up guy, right? Like how Fabinho was at Liverpool, which allowed Wijnaldum and Henderson to push on and do what they needed to do. So for me, as much as it pains me to say, I have to admit Bruno Fernandes has been the player of the season.
So you've gone Bruno, I've gone Gabriel, and you've gone Semenyo. We know that unless you've had a real crazy season, player of the season is going to someone who's in the team that won something, usually the league or the Champions League, or was in the running for it. So now you said the player who you think should win it, or who you would have win it. Who do you think's actually going to win it?
Declan Rice.
Gabriel.
If City win, Erling Haaland. Even though he's been poor by his standards,
He's still top scorer in the league.
20 goals.
You look at the stats,
22, I think.
his name is all over them. Yeah. So it's hard to not.
Yeah, I think. I agree. I think it goes Declan Rice, Gabriel, Haaland. If everything else, I think that's how they're going to vote it. Because the player of the year, so PFA obviously. So PFA, I think it's going to be Rice, Gabriel, Haaland. That's the one I think maybe a bit closer. The football writers, 100% Rice. Like the England Golden Boy.
Yeah, 100%.
But the England Golden Boys getting
They've been talking about him they've been pushing the agenda for the last
England Golden
month
Boys
or so.
getting that. They're not voting Gabriel over Declan Rice. The only people that are going to do that are the players because they're about who's best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right.
Can I just jump in with something? So normally we have the team of the year, etc. It looks like Arsenal are going to win the league. Is it a bit poor that Arsenal could win the league and there'll be no Arsenal attackers in that PFA team of the year?
No, couldn't care less.
Not think it's a little bad indictment on the standard of football? Like the team that wins the league hasn't got an attacker?
I don't think it's an indictment on football. I think it's more so just. I think it's preference, right? It's all a.
Thank you.
A moment of perception, right?
Keith's doing his best.
I'm just asking a question. This
No,
is
Phil Thompson never won Soccer Saturday.
But
there are people who are going to stand on the side of Fabio Hertzler. There are people who are going to stand on the side of Mikel Arteta. It's all choice and perception. It's all subjective, is what I was trying to say.
No, I agree. I mean, we had a City team that didn't have a striker, right?
Yeah.
Win the league. I don't care. I think what we've done proved this season, that old adage about defenses. Defenses winning games. But no, it would be nice, but no, I don't think it's an issue.
I was having a conversation the other day, and I made the exact same statement, and someone retorted, "Defense wins championships," right? And then that pushed me to then go and look at past league tables and be like, well, every team that's won the league, what have their goals stats been? And I think it's very rare, but it happens where the team that wins the league doesn't score the most goals and concedes the least amount of goals as well. Like, it happens. I know it looks nuts because Arsenal are just not scoring that much, but this is not new. Like Arsenal not having an attacker in the top 10 or whatever.
Yeah,
I think that's
attacker,
compounding
I don't just
it.
mean the striker.
No, I get that.
The wide men as well.
Yeah, no, but I think that just compounds it.
But you have to remember, we've scored the most goals in the league.
Exactly.
Joint most goals in the league.
Exactly. So it just I think because they've not got a specific person in the top 10, whatever, it compounds it. But this is not new. You can go back into previous leagues and you can see teams that have won the league, they might not have performed how we remember it.
Conceded the most goals as well, So
look at Liverpool under Rodgers. We almost won the league conceding how many goals?
So many goals.
Yeah.
So it's things happen, innit? But I think Arsenal are unfairly beaten with a stick. But it is what it is. As long as they get over the line.
Yeah, and I think that's somewhere where you might see some movement in the summer. If Arsenal win the league and/or win the Champions League, or if they win something this season, it better be the league a minimum. I think you'll see some movements. Saka's here to stay. We know that. It's now the Gyökeres, Havertz, Martinelli, whoever. Yeah, Trossard. At least 2 of those guys need to go. And one surname starts with T and one surname starts with M. Them 2 need to go. I want to see the equivalent level of Saka on the left-hand side. I've been saying it for ages. So, go knock on PSG's door, see what happens. Bakola. All right, so we've done signing of the season, yeah? Player of the season. But who's the signing of the season? Because I think that's 2 different things.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think it's 2 different things. And we kind of touched on it a while ago. We gave our kind of view as to, at that point, who we felt signing of the season was. So, without kind of readdressing, I'm just going to say, for me, my signing of the season at the moment is probably Granit Xhaka. That's not a terrible shout.
I
did want to say Hugo Ekitike, but I think the overall performance of the team kind of just...
How much was it? How much was Ekitike?
70,
yeah, roughly.
Yeah. I think value for money wise, he's not been poor, but I don't think it's enough for signing of the season. You know what? Granit Xhaka, 2 or 3 months ago would have looked like a really good shout. But football's... I would have said Reinders 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah, but he's gone off the boil.
He's gone off the boil. I think Zubimendi quietly is one of them. He's effectively played the large majority. I think the only person that's played more than him is Declan Rice, maybe, and David Raya, right? But the large majority of Arsenal's games this season, your first season in the Premier League, to be that important to a team that's trying to win it, kind of says everything about you and you slotting in. It's been, I don't know, 2 months, but I think Semenyo's got to be in there for signing of the season. He has to be. Especially if City somehow knock Arsenal off the top, that would, he'll be a big part of that. He's scored some clutch goals already.
Igor Thiago, is this his first season?
No.
He was injured last season.
But we can give asterisks because he got signed. Didn't he get injured? He didn't even kick a ball in the Prem. Yeah, he got... So this is
and he was out for the whole season?
The whole season.
No, he played 4 games. So he can't have it. He can't have it. He can't have it.
João Pedro?
Yeah, he would have been. Yeah, so I'm going to say, if we're just kind of doing a broad spectrum of players, Granit Xhaka is up there. I think João Pedro is up there. I think without his goals, Chelsea really struggle.
Lately, yes. Yeah. Not across the whole season.
Keenan Dewsbury Hall has helped elevate Everton back to European contention. Possibly, I'm not saying he is the signing, but he's up there. Because you got to look at impact of what you're doing relative to your
but
club.
This is player of the season.
I'm just saying.
In the Prem.
And the guy at Coyote, the Brentford.
Oh yeah, fair.
Yeah, I think he's done pretty well coming in as well.
There's one name no one said. I'm surprised.
What club?
Well, that's too many clues. I'm surprised. Rodgers.
Signing of the season.
Oh, yeah. I was still on player of the season. We didn't mention him in player of the season ever.
Because I don't think he's
dropped off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dropped off. Yeah.
Fair enough. Harsh. You men are harsh.
So I'm just... Sorry, sidebar. I'm scrolling down through the player stats. Mo has only 5 goals this season in the Premier League.
Yeah.
That's why you man are where you are. Anyway.
That's it. If I speak, I'm in big trouble.
Yeah. So you're going... Who's signing the season for you?
Xhaka.
Xhaka as well?
Yeah.
But he was arguing the other day.
I wasn't arguing the other day. It wasn't me.
Is he right?
No, we was arguing about player of the season.
You two have definitely swapped seats. I'm telling you that for free. So you're going Xhaka.
Yeah.
I'm going Zubimendi.
Shot.
/ Semenyo if the worst happens. Semenyo if the worst happens. But that has to be Champions League or league win.
Yeah.
You got to give it to, I think, Semenyo, because already, like I said, if they win FA Cup or League Cup, then whatever. But yeah, Zubimendi, sign of the season. Semenyo, close second.
Let us know what you think. Get in the comments. Tell us what you think of our picks, and tell us what your picks would be.
Yeah, let's see what people come up with. I've just clocked Keats' game as well. Still, I've just clocked.
There's no game.
No, it is. It is.
Go on, tell me
because he's trying to cast the net wide. He's trying to be a man of the fans. Keenan Dewsbury Hall for player of the season.
Oh,
you see it?
He's podding.
Yeah. That's a content man there.
Name me five outside of Zubimendi and Semenyo.
What do I have to do? I can name you three.
I said five.
Yeah. So
but I'm saying, when you
why
name
7 players? What's the random 7 players?
No, but I'm saying if you top 5 is a standard, isn't it? You say top 5 of X, Y, Z, top 5 foods, top 5 whatever.
So I've named 2 already. I'll name another 3 then.
Yeah. So what scope of player are you putting in the other 3?
What do you mean, what scope?
Because you're saying if Dewsbury Hall can't be in there.
Well, you didn't let me have Thiago. No, I'm not saying Dewsbury Hall can't be in there. I'm saying I don't believe you. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying you put that in for other reasons. I'm not saying of course he can be. And he's alone anyway.
Doesn't matter if he never played for Everton before. Like, come on.
No.
Get out of it.
No, fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. But okay. Yeah, let's see what you guys think. Signing of the season. It should have been one of the... I was expecting it to be...
One of the big money.
Yeah.
Hugo, Gyökeres, Sesko.
Hugo Gyökeres. No, not Sesko. I knew he wasn't going to be played this season. No, Isak. I thought, right, he's at Liverpool now. The service is going to be mad. If someone has a word with Mo, boom. But hasn't worked out that way.
Quick, worst signing? Or should we wait?
Worst signing?
Or wait till the end of the season?
Wait till the end of the season.
Nah, hold on. Worst signing?
Isak has to be in there.
He's injured though.
100 and how much?
I'd go Elanga.
Nah, Elanga, you still got
Isak is top 5.
Yeah, but the thing is, Elanga's not been he's not really been given game time. No, he hasn't.
Yeah, because he's not doing that with the ball when he is.
Elanga might be his top 2 worst signings.
Nah, Voltemada.
Hato.
Oh, Hato's been shaky.
Bruv. I think there might be 2 or 3 Chelsea man in that cover.
Delap.
Oh. Yeah, there you go. That's my answer.
Who said Delap? Because he's had chances, he's played. Hasn't he been sent off twice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not sticking around in the Prem for much longer.
You don't think so? No. I think he's Prem level.
Nah.
But that jump was too big.
Not top end Prem.
Not yet.
Remember, he got 10 for Ipswich. And 10 in the Prem is not
a joke.
Yeah.
It's not a joke.
He needs to go, whoever comes up. He's top. He's for Coventry.
Okay, fair enough. Let's move on to... There's a whole set of new rules that have been...
Oh, yeah. Keith's favourite league, Championship.
About.
Championship.
So we've got the new EFL rules. We've also got the new World Cup rules. We'll touch on those afterwards. Keith, talk to us.
So as we know, traditional EFL playoff system. Top 2 in the Championship get promoted automatically. Teams 4, 5 and 6 go into a semi-final 2-legged playoff. Winner of those 2 games play in the final at Wembley. The 90 million game they call it. So the EFL have decided to adopt a model that is being used in the National League currently, where it means the playoff places will now go from 3rd to 8th in the Championship and League belows. Meaning the team...
From next season?
From next season.
Okay,
meaning the teams that finish
7th and 8th.
7th and 8th are now included, so they'll play 1-legged playoffs against the teams that finish
5th and 6th.
5th and 6th. So that's not a 2-leg game, it's a one-off game. Yeah. Whoever finishes higher plays at home.
So they basically just introduced a quarter-final?
Basically.
Yeah, but it's 1 leg.
Yeah.
And then they go into a 2-legged player final as per, and then the final. And that's caused a lot of contention among the leagues. A lot of people are saying it's a bit of a cash grab. They think that Sky, who are the sponsors of the EFL, have some.
And why are they allowed to sponsor the league and be the broadcast partner?
Have some, well, Sky Bet. So,
fine.
It's Sky Bet. It's a different arm.
Yeah.
So, they think there's been some influence there. For me, I don't like it. Mainly because if you finish 8th in your league, and generally in the Championship, the points gap between 8th and 3rd is quite significant. At least 10, 15 points.
Well, right now it's 12 points between 8th and 3rd as we sit here today.
Yeah, so generally it's around 10 to 15 points. I don't think it's fair that a team that finishes 8th in the league gets a chance to play for promotion to the Premier League.
Well, why does the team that finishes 6th get a chance to play for promotion?
But that makes more logical sense in terms of the kind of whole playoff system. So 2-legged semi-final, final. Granted, 6. I wasn't around when they introduced it. Like I weren't at the table with it. And it could just be me being nostalgic and saying, "Oh, I don't like change, etc."
You nostalgic? Really?
But I just think it gives too much of an opportunity to the team that finish far down the league. And granted, you're going to get more teams playing for something now. And considering the points disparity between clubs in the Championship is very tight, especially around playoff point, opening up to another 2 teams, the last 4 or 5 games of the Championship are going to be absolute cinema going forward.
Where do you stand on parachute payments?
Wait. Before we get to that, I want to know your thoughts on this first. Then I'll get to, that's a good question.
Yeah, go on.
I'm leading into it. I'm leading into it.
I want to challenge this playoff thing.
My thoughts on this is I think I don't like it at all. I mean,
the extension.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. If you're finishing 3rd, 4th, let's say you're in contention for 2nd and 3rd, and you just miss out on 2nd, and now you're pushed into the playoffs, and now the 8th place team all of a sudden turn into Real Madrid in Champions League and move nuts, and then they take it. Now you're in another season in the Championship.
Yeah, but the 6th place team could do that to you now.
No, of course. No, and I agree that. And I still, to be fair, I still don't like it. But it's one of those things where it's been in so long, we've just become accustomed to it, right? It's just like, it's like legacy. One of those things you just, all right, it is what it is, right? Extending it doesn't, just because that's the case, doesn't mean that an extension should just also fall into that bracket as well. You could, if we're saying, well, that's something we've just left alone, don't make it worse. So that's why, and also the commercialization of it.
You know
it's by far just a money grab.
You know what I find interesting about everything you're both saying? The stuff you don't like is exactly the reason why they've done it.
No, I
it's just
know.
interesting to hear, like the reasons why you both don't like it is exactly why they've done it. Because it's going to be better viewing, the jeopardy.
Of course.
It might even drag people up a bit because now.
But it's smoke and mirrors.
When 6th comes out of reach for you, not I'm saying people don't have anything to play for, but but actually 8th now, you almost drag more people, you almost suck more people into being able to play for something, to have something to achieve at the end of the season. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of it, but I've never understood the playoff thing anyway. I've always thought it was a bit. It's a little bit. I always felt like they should just have 3 promotion places. You get in the top 3, you come up. That's it.
That's it.
I've only ever the playoff thing for me is it's viewership as a neutral, because Arsenal's never been relegated. But as a neutral, it's fun to watch that. But I've just always thought, you guys are just making a product of this. You're taking a little bit of America, sprinkling it in here.
This is it. It's not. It's only a matter of time before it's now top 10.
Yeah.
Or top, how many teams? There's 26 teams, is it?
24.
24. It's only a matter of time now before top 12 go into playoffs and the bottom 12 go into a relegation battle.
You wait till they start doing relegation playoffs like some of the leagues in Europe, and it all starts to get a bit techie. Like.
So for me, and the reason why I ask about where you stand on parachute payments is because if you're going to now talk about giving more teams an option, a fairer shot at getting up, then remove or adjust parachute payments. Because for the teams that come down and get that money, they're already at an advantage compared to the teams that have been in the Championship or come up to the Championship.
That doesn't always translate to the picture.
It
so
doesn't,
take
but it's
Leicester
an
out of the
advantage.
equation because they've
Luton is an extreme example.
Yeah, take Leicester out of the equation this season because they've had points reduction. I think if you look at the top 10 teams now, only Ipswich and Southampton from
Watford,
from the Premier League of recent.
Oh yeah, Watford have been out for a while, haven't they?
Yeah, so if you don't manage the parachute payments properly, then
sometimes it's even worse.
Yeah,
I know, and I agree with that. If it is still how you manage it, but it's still an advantage that most teams don't have.
No, I agree. I think I do feel for the Football League because they need to constantly design a product that means broadcasters like Sky want to show it. You know, even American broadcast companies are streaming Championship games live. So from their point of view, it's like, okay, we don't have European qualification, Champions League, all that stuff to build into the league. What do we do? So all of this makes sense to me, and I think it's slightly genius. Like I said, you bring it down 2 steps. More people can now almost have it within their grasp. But from pure footballing point of view, I would scrap it all and just the top 3. You make it top 3, you go up. That's it. But when you're battling for your own product in its own light and the Premier League's just getting further and further and further away, I kind of don't blame them. And I'm guessing that's an extra, 2 games for Sky to now broadcast.
And just one more point. Think about the 8th or the 7th place team going into the Prem. Do you think they're ready for the Prem?
No.
What do you think that does to the product, the Premier League product, the quality of the Premier League?
You know what? Let me not say that. Let me not say no, actually, because the money that's involved now, actually, people can come up and prepare a certain way. And some teams, they've almost got the bare bones to make it happen, right? Look, Southampton are 8th now. Let's say this was another season, right? Southampton come up, they've learned the lessons, they've got a decent setup, they've got a different infrastructure. You can bet against, a bit like Marinakis this, right? You can bet against your, whatever it is these days, 120 million that you get even if you finish 17th or whatever it is. So yeah, footballing wise, no. But we've seen teams come up through the playoffs and stay up whilst the team who got promoted gets relegated. We've seen that. So I think people.
But it's
about the individual clubs.
It's rarer though. It's rare to see a playoff team do well in the Prem.
Well, for them you mean survive or do well?
Survive and do well.
So if I'm the Championship, I don't care.
But then if I'm the Prem, I'm like, but you're sending us nonsense. You're sending us your riffraff.
Yeah, the Prem doesn't care. If Manchester United, if all the big teams slap that team 9-0, the Prem wouldn't care. So it's more clips and more content, and they can't have it both ways, right? One of the reasons they're doing this is because the Premiership is going so far, and then it goes back to a question I think you asked a few episodes ago. Should the Premiership do more for the lower for the lower leagues to even it out? But fair enough, it's coming in next season, so I'm sure people will plan for that. As for this season, it's top 6. Wrexham are currently holding it there.
I think they might do it.
Hey, listen, talking about product, if Wrexham come to the Prem, listen.
My bet's on Millwall. They're continuing from last season. They're just slowly.
Well, one-off games, man.
They're winning tough away games in the Championship this season. If Millwall win the Premier League next season, don't be surprised.
But if you're sitting in the Premier League HQ, you want Wrexham to come up in it.
Oh, of course.
You know what they would turn into?
The broadcaster money, the revenue money, the sponsorships. Jesus.
The Prem will become like Formula 1 every week.
Oh, mate.
First game of the season is Wrexham. Like
on Sky?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Wrexham away. And somehow the fixture computer will give them Arsenal, Liverpool.
Massive game.
Someone big. And the cameras will be right in the owner's face.
Well, I watched the BBC coverage of the Wrexham-Chelsea game. And every time Wrexham did something decent, they switched to the owners.
Yeah.
I was like, guys, calm down, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if they came up, whenever they come up, if they don't come this season, they come next season.
If they do it this season, though.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
The Premier League, the market guys of the Premier League are going to be rubbing their hands.
I thought they were going to struggle for the adjustment this season, but
same.
They're doing well.
But they're spending. That's what.
But they're not spending crazy.
They're spending.
But I mean, but they're still spending.
Yeah,
like, they still bring. Cause every time I look at the squad, there's a new player.
It's true. When did you get it? Because the Championship's got slightly different times when you can sign players and stuff, right? I've seen different rules where they're signing people outside the transfer windows and all of this stuff. Yeah. But someone always turns up. Their squad is not small.
And they're being ruthless as well. So they got in Cody in the summer. He's already at Charlton.
Yep.
Like they're not petting to
James McLean's in Ireland. Yeah, they're not petting to. Thank you for your service, but we've got a goal.
Wow.
We need players.
All right, we'll see.
So Keith, talk to us about these World Cup rules.
Yeah, so let me just pull them up. And I don't think we have to dwell too long on them. Just whether you think good or bad, whether
Yeah,
will
I
work.
like that.
Or,
Is one of them the new thing?
The new offside rule.
Yeah.
no, not
Hey,
the World Cup.
Mbappe, when that comes in, Mbappe is going to eat. I think he's going to touch almost 100 goals.
Well, a
in
couple
the
of goals
season.
yesterday would have stood if for that rule.
Yeah. So the first one, so it's going to be a new 5-second countdown for throw-ins and goal kicks.
Okay.
So all of this, getting a towel and what? Well, to be fair, it shouldn't rain too much during the World Cup.
Yeah,
But good or bad?
I like it. It's just whether they enforce it, because now we see they were meant to have done this, the 8-second rule.
Yeah.
Did you see that clip of Raya holding the ball for 12 seconds? No
Yes.
countdown.
Yeah. But there was a player in front of him, so it's kind of there's great areas about when the countdown
can't.
starts,
There are great
etc.
areas.
See, this is what I
Yeah.
mean.
What about you, John? 5-second countdown for throw-ins and goal kicks.
Yeah, run it. There's no reason that you need to be taking a long time on those things. So as long as they're consistent with it, then everyone's got the same problem. All good.
Cool. 10-second time limit for a substituted player to leave the pitch.
Yeah, run that. That's what I've been in from day. Have a little jog, mate. But the problem is, if someone's injured, what are you going to do?
I'm going to come to that.
Okay. Oh, all right. Yeah.
With the 10-second, if they take longer than 10 seconds, the player who's due to come on
Yeah, has to
can't
wait.
come on for another minute.
Yeah.
So
Like it.
they are trying to...
Hey, I'll tell you, I'm going to hate that one.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
So if a player gets injured, they have to be off the pitch for at least a minute. So, you know, when the physio comes on, etc. But if someone gets injured from a tackle or foul and that player gets carded, they don't need to leave the pitch. So let's just say they go down off their own back,
Yep.
they have to leave the pitch.
But
if they're fouled,
I get
they
you.
don't have to leave the pitch, providing the person gets a card.
So only a foul that was serious enough for a booking means I'd have to leave the pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Mental.
I think it gets to eliminate time wasting, isn't it?
Okay, fair enough.
Etc. And around VAR, this one is, where there is clear evidence, the VAR will now be able to assist the referee in relation to a clearly incorrect awarded corner kick, providing that it can be reviewed quickly. So you know when the ball's tussling out defenders and it goes off a defender and they give a corner or a goal kick, VAR can then intervene to give it the right way, providing it can be done quickly.
So you see I saw a comment on this the other day about VAR and saying if VAR can't make a decision within 60 seconds, we should just crack on with the game.
I
And I think
agree.
that's a great
I agree.
idea. It was a Burnley shareholder that used to play NFL, retired NFL player. I've forgotten his name. But it was his idea.
Oh, JJ Watt.
Yes, yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
If you can't do what you need to do within 60 seconds,
Move on.
I mean, it's a great idea until it affects my team.
So
But
you mean stick with the on-field?
yeah, you stick with the on-field decision if you can't update or challenge or whatever it is within 60 seconds. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I agree. I think 60 seconds is still too long, maybe 45, but that's just me. And the last one, where there is clear evidence, VAR will be able to assist the referee in relation to red cards arising from incorrect second yellow cards.
Good. These are the things we want it to be doing.
100%.
All right. Now it just has to be consistent. And people actually need to be there to watch it.
And the thing with this, just quickly, is that VAR was introduced in the 2018 World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
What?
It was
It's been 8 years already.
worked amazingly. All the officials knew what they were doing. But when it came to the domestics,
Yeah,
that's
peak.
where... So
That's where it all fell apart.
I think all this stuff will work well in the World Cup because they've got the instructions from now, etc. If it comes down to domestic leagues, there could be an issue.
Well, it'll be an issue in the UK because Howard Webb and his team don't know what they're doing. But anyway, interesting. Prem is back next week.
Will Tottenham go down?
Oh,
Will Arsenal win the league?
please.
Now next.
Please. Will Liverpool make the Champions League?
There we go.
All right, till next time.
Peace.
Peace.